Today, we're going to explore a question that honestly changes everything. It gets right to the heart of who you believe you are, and I think the answer is going to surprise you. Have you ever just felt stuck? You know, like you're just an actor following a script you never even got to read? It's this deep feeling of helplessness that, let's be real, we all have, especially when things get tough. And when we feel that way, it's so easy to grab onto this one single idea, karma. We start thinking, well, maybe my fate was sealed by something I did in a past life. But here's the twist. What if that whole popular idea of karma is just completely wrong? Yeah, this feeling of being trapped can really make you wonder if you're just a prisoner of your own destiny, you know? Like you're serving time for a crime you don't even remember committing. Does this little voice in your head sound familiar? Is my life like this because of my past life karma? Is it all just a destiny I have to accept? That voice tells us to just give up, to just endure whatever comes our way. But that's not empowerment. That's a cage. So let's talk about how to break out of that cage. It's time to shine a big, bright light on the huge misunderstanding about karma that keeps so many of us feeling trapped. Okay, so you've got two big ideas clashing here. On one side, you have fixed destiny. This is the common idea that our life is already written, that we're just passively living out a story based on our past. But the actual Buddhist teaching is the polar opposite, radical free will. This says that your life is being written right now by you. You are not a passive reader of your life story. You are the author. So why isn't karma the same as fate? Well, there are three huge reasons. First off, the word itself. The Sanskrit word karma literally just means action or intentional act. It's all about what you're doing right now, not what's been done to you. Second, one of the biggest ideas in Buddhism is that everything, and I mean everything, is always changing. So if nothing is permanent, how could you possibly have a permanent fixed destiny? It doesn't add up. And third, just think about it. If our fate was totally sealed, what would be the point of any spiritual practice? Why would anyone try to become a better person or seek enlightenment if the ending was already spoiled? It just wouldn't make any sense. All right, so let's make this idea really hit home. We're going to use a couple of powerful analogies here, because this isn't just some dusty old philosophy, it's a totally new, practical way to see your life. I want you to think of yourself as an artist. Your past, all the things that have happened up until this point, that's your canvas. It's real, it has a certain size, a certain texture, maybe a background color's already on there. We can't pretend it doesn't exist. It's our starting point. But here is the most important part of this whole thing. You are the one holding the paintbrush. Right here, right now. The picture you paint, the colors you choose, the story you decide to tell on that canvas, that is 100% up to the actions you take in this very moment. Okay, maybe the artist thing isn't for you. How about this? Think of life as a card game. Your past karma and its results, what's called gwabo in Korean Buddhism, that's the hand of cards you've been dealt. And yeah, it's true, some people get dealt better hands than others. That's just the reality of where we start. But anyone who plays cards knows the game isn't decided by the hand you get. It's all about how you play it. Your current action, or hang, that's your move. That's your strategy. And how you play the cards you're holding, well, that changes everything. Okay, so we've got this power. We're holding the brush, we're playing our hand. But how do we actually use this power? Especially when life feels really, really hard. Well, lucky for us, the teachings give us three practical truths we can lean on during those tough times. First up is impermanence, or musang. It's simple. Nothing lasts forever. That means your current struggles, your pain, your anxiety, they are like seasons. They will pass. That's not just a nice thought, it's a promise of hope. Second is non-attachment, which is captured in this amazing phrase, ungyu soju isengashim. It's all about freeing yourself from what society says you should be. Your worth is not decided by other people's opinions. And third, and this one is so important, self-compassion, or jabi. Please stop blaming yourself. Acknowledge how hard you're trying, and be as kind to yourself as you would be to your best friend. You know, when you start to really live by these truths, something incredible begins to happen. You stop being just a character in your story, and you start becoming its master. And this whole shift is summed up in one unbelievably powerful teaching. In fact, the legendary Zen master Linji, way back in the Tang Dynasty in China, boiled this entire philosophy of self-mastery down into a single profound phrase. That phrase is Su Chiojak Ipshogejin. It's this incredible statement about taking total and complete ownership of your life. So what does it mean? It translates to this: wherever you go, be the master. Then the place you stand is truth. Whoa. This is a radical call to action. It's saying stop being pushed around by your circumstances. Stop following a script. Stand firm where you are. Be the conscious owner of your experience. And in that moment, you create your own truth. So let's wrap this all up. This whole journey, from feeling like a prisoner of fate to realizing you can be the master of your reality, it all leads to one simple, undeniable conclusion. Your destiny is not some fixed thing out there, and the person who changes it is you. You're not just living like a protagonist in your own life story. You are the protagonist. The good stuff, the bad stuff, the victories, the failures, they are all part of the story that you, the main character, get to write. So if the pen is truly in your hand and the past is just the canvas you're working with, there's really only one question left that matters. What are you going to write on your next page?